YouTube, so excuse the hair and the face. But because it's Sunday and I haven't showered today and I just got back from the grocery store, because that is the first thing that we do on Sunday mornings. So did I say it's Saturday? It's not Saturday, it's Sunday. Anyway, so I thought I would film a little grocery haul for you guys. I filmed a couple in the past, but I didn't like them, so anyway, I didn't like them, and so I was a little bit unorganized, but I'm organized today. And so yeah, Daniel may walk in and interrupt us, but that's okay. Let's get started. So I'm gonna start with dairy and refrigerated stuff, because that needs to go into the refrigerator / freezer. So first thing, because this is life, a low top. This is Daniel's, this is mine. We use this for higher carb days. Daniel's carb cycling, so he will have this on his higher carb days. I will probably just have it every day since I'm just high carb all the time right now. So so as far as my meals go, and Daniel's too, pretty much, is we like to keep it simple, stupid, because just our schedules are so crazy right now. We have so much going on, so we just like to keep our meals very, very simple. So for me, yogurt. I'm trying to cut back on dairy, but for right now, until I can figure out how to get my proteins, more good proteins, without like having so many eggs or so much meat, I'm gonna go with this for right now. So so yeah, I really like the vanilla Chobani, so I got some of those. We are going to, so got some eggs, from some whole eggs. I am going, for breakfast, I'm gonna have my cream of rice without the egg whites, and then I'm gonna have one whole egg and then egg whites like mixed in, so it feels like it's all just regular eggs instead of just egg whites. So that's gonna add some fats, but I'm only having one whole egg. So the next thing that we got is egg whites. These are so much cheaper from Sam's Club, or if you go to Costco, than the regular grocery store egg whites, so always check these out. I also got some almond milk for my protein shakes. So let's see, I'm gonna put those away and then I'll be back. Okay, so now let's go to produce. So Daniel is having broccoli, so we got a big bag of broccoli that he's probably gonna boil or blanch really quickly. Brussels sprouts. We're both eating Brussels sprouts this week. I will show you guys how I make those, or I'll post them on Instagram. I'm not sure which, but I'm gonna bake those. Sweet potatoes for me. These are a great carb source, and they're really good. You can make them different ways. Avocados. This is Daniel, since Daniel is carb cycling, on his low carb days he's gonna do higher fats, so he's gonna have these on his low carb days. For breakfast, Daniel is actually doing he's mixing up some vegetables with his eggs, which should be really good. I'm not a huge fan of mushrooms, but he's gonna do green bell pepper and mushrooms mixed in with his egg whites. So we got 2 packages of each of these for him. These are not that much more expensive than like the whole green peppers at Wegmans, and they're already chopped up, and it just makes life easier, especially when measuring out stuff. So like I said, we like to keep it simple, stupid. So Daniel is doing blueberries in his oats. I am also doing blueberries in my cream of rice. So we got a giant, I don't know if you can see that, like huge package, 32 ounces of blueberries, which is awesome. Daniel is going to be doing carrots with his dinner, so we got a 2-pound bag of organic whole carrots as well. This bag of carrots, which will last, he won't even use these for the whole week. This was like $1 something, so whenever people say that eating healthy is more expensive, it just drives me crazy, because it's actually a lot cheaper. most of the time, unless you're getting like dollar menu items from McDonald's, which you shouldn't, for sure should not do. Rice, we got 4 bags of this brown rice. We love this rice. It's long grain brown rice. Really good for you. 32 carb for a 1/4 cup, 1 fat, 3 protein. So really good, really good. We got some Drano because both my drains for the shower and the bathroom sink are clogging because of my annoying shedding hair, mane, whatever. Rice cakes because bikini girls eat rice cakes. I like rice cakes, I love them. I am actually having this week rice cakes, peanut butter, and I got some of this sugar-free jelly. Welch's is my favorite of all of the things. I know I could get better tasting, or better for me, but I just love Welch's. I don't know why. I'm a weirdo. So we got a giant thing of raw almonds. Daniel will also have these on his high fat day. These are really, really good for you. Almonds are amazing for you, and they're a great source of fat. So Daniel will be having those. I won't be having those. I'm a little bit lower fat right now. I'm in the 50 to 60 fat range, or grams of fat range right now. So I'll be kind of staying away from like the avocados and almonds and things like that. So I'm more high carb, which I function better on high carb. That's just me. So we got some seasonings. So we got Mrs. Dash. We were out of these, so we just got more. These are salt-free. We try to keep our sodium moderate, not like extremely low, but not like extremely high either. So we got salt-free Mrs. Dash. We still put Himalayan salt on it, so that's why we get the salt-free kind, because we're putting Himalayan pink salt on everything, so we're not doubling up on the salt. This I also got, which is Morton's Nature Seasoning. I love this stuff. I won't add pink salt to the things that I put this on it because it does have salt in it. So, but this is so good. I love this stuff. I've gone through a bigger container of this and I love it. The last couple of things, so I got a big package of these. These are my favorite thing in the entire earth. These are like candy bars to me. I don't like candy bars. I'm not a huge candy person, but these are my vice, and I don't know why or understand it, but these are my shit. So, got a big package of those. We will be doing some traveling and stuff this next weekend will be really on the go. So those are going to be super helpful. These are great antioxidants. Honestly, Daniel has been getting sick lately. I have been eating these and I feel fine. So I don't know if that's because of the Cliff Bars or not. I'm just making a statement. But I am taking other supplements that he's not taking, so that also could be the cause. But anyway, those Cliff Bars are really, really good, especially the white chocolate macadamia. That is my absolute favorite. That's like pretty much the only kind I'll eat. I'm getting ready to actually eat one right now. So, we also got a giant package of 90-10 beef. I will drain this just because I am a little bit higher fat or lower fat. I will, it is 90-10, it's pretty lean already, but I will rinse it. I'm sorry, not drain. Of course I'll drain it, but rinse it just to get the fats a little bit lower. So we normally buy 1 6-pound package of these a week and then freeze whatever we don't use. And I've got probably about 4 pounds thawing on the counter, so I may not even tap into this package today for meal prep today, but you know, it's good for us to have it. It's good until Tuesday, so we'll have to freeze it, but at least we have it handy if we ever needed it. So that's just always super important for us to have go-to proteins that we can have on hand, because we normally just buy what we need. We don't buy any extra stuff. We normally just buy what we need for the week, and then we'll restock the next week. So we don't have all this extra stuff in the cabinet. So but it's kind of up to you, whatever you do. So we do like to have proteins on hand though, whenever we need them. So pretty much the last grocery item is this big package of boneless, skinless chicken breast. These are only $1.79 a pound, which is amazing. And we get normally 2 6-pound packages, so these were a great deal. They're always like that at Wegmans, so yeah, we love it. The last thing that we did get was a big package of water, bottled water. It's just more convenient. We do have a filter, but bottled water is just more convenient most of the time. And then they normally have like 40-pound packages at Sam's Club, but they were out today, which I'm a little annoyed about, to be honest, because they were like completely out of 40-pound packages of Sam's Club water, and it's just so much cheaper. And so this was expensive, and it's annoying that I had to pay that, but I'll get over it, I guess. So so I am going to film a little bit of our meal prep today, so I hope you guys enjoy the rest of the video. I hope you enjoyed this grocery haul, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Okay, so I'm gonna show you how I season my chicken. I'm gonna do a little bit of a Mexican style flavoring for my chicken this week. So the first thing I'm gonna take is chili powder, and I'm gonna do 2 teaspoons of chili powder. I'm almost out in this little container, so this is just gonna have to. Alright, so 1. Now, if you didn't know, chili powder has sodium in it already. Most chili powder does anyway. So I'm not gonna add as much salt to this mixture because the sodium is already in the chili powder. Now that wasn't exactly 2 teaspoons, but that's okay. I'm done with that container. So then I'm gonna add 1/4 of a teaspoon of Himalayan pink salt to this mixture. I am going to add fresh garlic to my chicken, so that's going to be fresh pressed. We buy the pre-peeled garlic cloves, so those are going to be pressed and put in cooking in with the chicken directly. So I'm also going to add 1/4 of a teaspoon of black pepper. I'm not a huge fan of black pepper, so I'm just going to add a little bit just to give it something different. And then I'm going to add 1.5 teaspoons of cumin. So I've got 1 and 1/2 teaspoons. So I love cumin. I just love it. So I add a little bit more than most people because I love it. Then I'm gonna add just a touch of red cayenne pepper. This stuff is super spicy for those of you who don't know. So I'm just gonna add 1/4 teaspoon of red cayenne pepper. That's gonna be a little bit much, but that's okay. I'm also gonna add some onion powder, so I'm gonna add 1/2 teaspoon of that. And I will put all of this stuff in the description box. So if you want to reference it, you can do so. So I'm gonna put 1/2 teaspoon of onion powder in there. And then the last thing I'm gonna add, which is typically not in Mexican seasoning, but it's a natural anti-inflammatory, so it's good for joints and things like that. And I'm gonna add 1/2 teaspoon of turmeric to this mixture. So this is a very orange spice. Turns pretty much everything orange. And then, so that's it. And now they're all mixed up. And so then I'll show you once the chicken is done cooking. Okay, so I'm gonna show you how I'm gonna make my sweet potatoes. So I make my sweet potatoes differently pretty much every week because I just want to experiment with different ways of making them. So this week I'm gonna do like mashed sweet potatoes. Sometimes I'll cut them up in wedges. Sometimes I'll do like little chips. Sometimes I'll do, whatever. This time I microwaved these sweet potatoes for 5 minutes. And then I put them in this dish with some water in the bottom. And then I put them in the oven at 400 degrees for about an hour. I did overcook them slightly. So I would suggest microwave for 5 minutes, put in the oven for 45 minutes at 400 degrees. But I put water in the bottom because it helps the skin to come off easily. As you can see, this one is peeling off like really, really easily. So that's why the water in the bottom of this dish. And then I just peel. These are still really hot. Just peeling this off. This side's not coming off too good because it's a little overdone, but that's okay. So I'm gonna cut the edges off because they're a little overdone. Alright. And then I put both of these sweet potatoes in this bowl like this. Now I did weigh these sweet potatoes out before I cooked them, so they're about how much I need for 4 days. So I'm just gonna take this fork and just mash them up pretty much. And then, now you can do this. I do have a KitchenAid that I could do this with, and it would be much easier, to be honest. But I don't want to set all that up right now or wash it. So this is what we're doing. So I am going to put a little bit of salt, a little bit of pink salt in here. Now I like sweet and savory, salty sweet potatoes, so I'm going to add just a little bit, 3 shakes of red cayenne pepper, just a little bit, not a lot, and then a little bit of garlic powder. And then once I cook them, I'll probably put some, I can't believe it's not butter spray, 0-calorie spray on them, just to sweeten them up a little bit. So then just stir this around a little bit, and then I'll weigh it and separate it, divide that weight by 4. So again, this is probably much easier with my KitchenAid stand mixer and the paddle attachment, but I'm lazy at the moment. So basically this is what it looks like, and then that is what I'll have with my Brussels sprouts and chicken. So yeah, I don't know what else to say.